I sort of fell into the industry, I suppose. I used to work when I came out of education, I went as a business support operative to a private security firm, which is their way of saying admin assistant, and worked there, enjoyed it, but didn't really know where I wanted my career to go. And the CEO actually said to me, I think you'd be really, really good at this. And he asked me to do some time, about 3 months in each department within the business to get a more well-rounded knowledge of the business. And afterwards, I was asked to apply for an assistant position within the executive suite, which I got, started doing the role and absolutely loved it. I'm a control freak. I know that's probably a dirty term, but so being able to control someone else's life as well as my own is my idea of heaven. So that's probably why I like it. I like supporting people and helping people. So that's why I got into it. I think the most important skill is people skills. I think any PA or EA worth their weight has organisational skills, has the attention to detail, is able to organise an international trip. But what sets those people that are really good at their job apart is interpersonal skills. So understanding how to deal with a wide variety of different people from a wide variety of different backgrounds. I would change the sense of entitlement that I find in some assistants that I communicate with. Sometimes there are some assistants who use their position and abuse it and use it for their own personal gain or to increase their own egos. I recently met the former EA to Ronald Reagan at an EPA event, and she said something that really, really stuck with me. She says, "We're not gatekeepers, we're gateways. We're the most effective way for you to get information from our boss or to understand what his time is, come through us. But we're not gatekeepers. We're not there to stop people from seeing the boss so that we're the only ones that has time with them. That's not our job. Our job is to more effectively manage their time so they can see everyone." People often say no because they can and because they know they won't be questioned, whereas it's not about saying no. I think you have to offer an alternative. If your executive doesn't have time for that person, then you offer a time that they do have, or a shorter amount of time, or an email exchange, or to see another executive. You don't just shut people down, because because how you interact with people is the impression they get of your boss. You are an ambassador for your boss, and you're the first impression they have of him or her. So you have to understand that and act accordingly. I found it very, very interesting. I think that I now understand what women go through in wider society, because this is a sexism that is not talked about, sexism towards men, and I've said this before, but there is that within the industry. People, and not just within the industry, but people from the outside looking in, so people that you deal with, they don't understand that you're the assistant. I often get asked, but what are you going to do? But where are you going towards? What are you going to do in a couple of years? Because people don't understand that this is a viable profession for anyone, and I think that's the problem. People see women as, they do jobs that aren't necessarily a viable profession. Men have become doctors and lawyers, and they don't understand that there's a wide array of different people and very fulfilling jobs that, like being an assistant, that men can do as well. So it's been difficult. I will say that the industry is coming together around campaigns such as the Not Just a Girl's Job campaign, and that's really, really good. And the industry knows it has a problem and it's trying to fix that. I think that's a really amazing thing to acknowledge. So it's certainly, times are changing, certainly, but we still have a lot of work to do, yes. There isn't a magic a piece of advice that I can give you that would mean that you're going to become a really successul EA or PA. It's that if you want to do something, any career, if it is an assistant, you just work hard at it. Show your boss that you will give 110%. Loyalty is key. Toe the company line. That's what you've got to really commit yourself to a particular company and invest everything in it. Act as if it's your company. And I would say network. The PA and EA community is big on networking, but it's big on networking because it's really, really handy. It's really helpful. So go to the networking events, network where you can, speak to everyone. talk to everyone. And the motto that I sort of live by is everyone's a client and client is God. Everyone's a stakeholder in your job and in your boss's job, because they're all either their employees or their superiors or potential clients or potential new executives of tomorrow. So just treat everyone kindly and with respect, and just treat everyone as if they're a client. What the client says goes.